Okay, welcome back to my Let's Play of The Sinking City on the PC. As you know by now, we're in a sinking city, and we're trying once again to catch up with this Evernote guy. So we searched his house, as one does, and we believe that he is fled off to the family cannery. The only issue is we don't know where the cannery is. Now, of course, we could just go talk to this guy right here, who's probably lived here his whole life, and say, hey, do you know where the Blackwood Cannery is? And he'd say, oh, yeah, sure. It's on the corner of Shub-Niggurath Street and Cthulhu Road. But the game doesn't want you to do that. It wants you to go to City Hall and poke around. A loaded gun. Okay, Enterprise. It's gonna be in the bay somewhere, or in a port somewhere. So we'll try Grimhaven Bay. 19th century, maybe? Yep. Blackwood Marsh Canning Factory, established in 1873. Proprietor is Ionia. I don't know. I don't know. It's not Ionia, I don't think. Something Blackwood. Aldous Marsh. Aldous. Address: Central Grimhaven Bay, corner of Nantucket Street and Fitz-O'Callahan Street. Okay, well, it's not quite Cthulhu Road, but fine. Well, that was easy. That would be right here. Look at how easy that was.
Hey, knock it off.
Is this the cannery?
Just when I thought I'd actually get somewhere first for once.
Hello there, Mr. Reed. I didn't expect to see you here so soon.
Do we know each other?
Well, I must say, I'm a little hurt. The Yellow Kings know everything that goes on in this Borg, and that includes you.
Dude, he looks yellow. He looks like he's got jaundice or something.
I've seen some of your gang's handiwork before. What's your angle?
Us? Well, call us concerned citizens. And this is just the kind of situation we concern ourselves with. I believe you recently lost something important. We're here to make sure you get it back.
The seal.
Uh-huh. Gotta find it before you go complete cuckoo like all them chosen before you.
What did you just say about the other chosen?
All the chosen go bonkers eventually. Whatever you're doing, you better step on it. You ain't safe. And from what I hear, it's been showing.
So what do you get out of this?
I just do what I'm told. And my boss was very clear about this.
Your boss? Who would that be?
Oh, don't you worry, sir. He'll find you when all is said and done.
So, do we have a problem or not?
Not at all. You're here already. Do your thing. Just leave us be while we do ours. If Evernote Blackwood shows his face, we'll put him down for good this time. Don't you worry.
Okay. I'm not worried. The seed will drive me mad. If I can't get rid of the seed soon, I will go completely mad like the rest of the Chosen. Yeah, seeds drive you mad.
The door won't budge.
Don't worry. We'll stand watch.
Okay. Do any of you want to come with me? Like,
How old is this? Someone could have cleaned this up, right?
there's probably going to be monsters, and I could use some backup. To E. Blackwood. Mr. Blackwood, thank you for your generous donation. Every can of fish you have delivered to us will help. Per your request about the recent cases of matching hallucinations, our patient's privacy is paramount, but for a patron like you, some arrangements could be made. I will notify you when I manage to piece something together. I feel obliged to ask, however, what is your interest in this, Dr. Palmer? Well,
Looks like everybody left mid-meeting.
okay. Didn't expect that. Got a key. I'm serious. You know, any of you guys could come with me. Gonna be some monsters. Ancient prophecy. Since dark aeons before the age of man, Katiganar lies beneath the ground. In that eldritch prison rests the dreamer's hidden daughter, bound to never leave. Oh, I already read all this, didn't I? This was on the walls. Yeah, okay. Sorry. Oh. We have the seal. That was easy.
You are here, Mr. Reed. Just when I was starting to think I'd come on too strongly.
You have an odd way of making advances.
You're hardly the charmer yourself. I was hoping we could talk. It's the least you could do after bringing those gentlemen along.
You saved my life at the Temple of Dagon. Why?
Oh, could I not? I suspected that you too were chosen. As it turns out, I was right. We walk the same path, you and I. I extended only the courtesy of a fellow traveler. Nothing more, nothing less.
That's reassuring.
Why was there an exclamation point there?
I was told the Chosen all go insane. Is it true?
All of them. No ordinary human can bear the curse, but I was destined to carry this burden, trained for it. It is mine alone, yet still I am denied it.
So you're here on some kind of, what, pilgrimage?
This is where my family once gathered, before descending into the depths, never to see the sun again. They left me here. Punishment for being a disappointment, lacking the curse they wanted to exploit, as if that were all I was.
Those gentlemen were here when I arrived. Tell me, what were they after?
They have been a nuisance, hounding me for some time. I don't know their leader, but whoever they are, they're determined.
And so you slaughtered them.
They wanted me dead. I retaliated. If I looked, Mr. Reed, would I not find your hands soiled the same way?
I can't let you have the seal.
Now, Charles, let's be civilized. By now you know enough to understand what this entails. I'll make you an offer. I have been groomed for this. I have waited my entire life for this. I am chosen. I am chosen. Let me free you from the burden.
Kill me, you mean? Yeah, I found your cozy little cemetery in the manor's cellar. All those satisfied customers.
Yes, there were some early complications with the ritual, but now Kutiganar itself will guide my hand.
You better start making sense, Blackwood.
I can extract the Dreamer's seed from you. I will bear this burden and carry it into the Stygian depths below the city. And you shall be free. Free to help me in this quest on an equal footing, or to flee the city with your sanity.
It can't be that easy.
None of it was easy. I have given everything I have. Everything to be here. I know this is my fate. Our fate. You can be saved, Mr. Reed. Let me help. I beg you. This is not where your journey ends.
If it's the only way to keep my marbles in this forsaken city, then... okay, let's do it.
Ah, Charles, you are a wise and courageous man. Please, lie down on the altar so we may begin.
You know, if at any point in Call of Cthulhu you get a chance to lay on an altar, go for it. Nothing bad will happen to you. Trust me. Charles, no! What the?
Did it crack under my weight? Sure, I could lose a few pounds, but still. Odd. Oh, damn. You poor dead bastard.
See? I got off completely unscathed.
This one is beyond your reach. Your path ends here. Vogoka, Relu, Hafdunyar, Ikutungi, Iralu! Charles, no! What are you doing? Return to the altar!
Charles, no! Does anyone even remember that video anymore? It seems like
Charles,
such
no!
an
What are you
ancient
doing?
meme.
Fool! This one is beyond your reach. Your
The
path
freaking
ends
Juggernaut
here.
X-Men thing.
Something inside me fought the ritual. It overcame me, and I killed Evernote. I killed him with my bare hands.
See, no problem. Well, I mean, did we get...
Damn. Did it crack under my weight? Sure.
Did
I
we
could
get
lose a
everything
few
here?
pounds,
Everything
but
good?
Still. Odd.
I have the seal, so... It's really what we came for. Okay. So now we're gonna go meet up with Johannes Vanderberg. Western Advent. Vinland Avenue. South of University Street. Okay. I guess we'll go here. It's really not that close, but... we'll just do some running.
What's your problem?
What's your problem? I mean, I could be a voice actor. Come on. I could say, what's your problem? I can do that. I mean, I don't know how much that guy got paid to say, what's your problem? But it's work, damn it. I mean, that guy probably voiced like 90% of the other lines in the game. So that's something, I guess.
Knock it off.
Probably didn't voice that line, though. That would be a very talented voice actor.
Don't do that again.
Watch yourself.
Right here, Crown Theater.
The door won't budge. Guess I have to find another way in.
Damn it, Vanderberg. Holy shit. Isn't there a bunch of cops around here? What the fuck?
Knock it off.
No! Fucking police brutality. Can't you see this creature? That was bullshit, man.
Seeing a dead policeman must be bad luck. Really bad.
I don't know. The policemen kind of suck in this city.
The door won't budge.
Hold on. Okay. Look at this hat. There's nothing in the hat. Oh.
Wear
Is it-
this. Kill Vanderberg, and your sweet new wife won't get hurt.
What the fuck?
Repeat the verse after me. Gnaya ilya ogn glui hastor fatharanek ungibunma.
Is that fat Russell Crowe on the right? From like the Mummy movie or something? Yeah, I mean, you've seen chubby Russell Crowe. This is chubby Russell Crowe having a seance with Heisenberg. What the fuck? And now he's dead.
38 revolver shell casing. That's the same I'm using.
Huh. What a coincidence.
It appears someone tried to help him, but all in vain. 3 shots to the gut, 1 through the heart. quick death. The bloodstains are still wet. This phone was used recently.
Let's piece it together. What did Russell Crowe do? Okay, he ran away.
Can't you see we are having a seance? What are you... Ah!
Oh, Russell Crowe wasn't the one that killed him.
Police? Mr. Vanderberg has been shot! Please send help!
Okay.
Step right in, my friend. Let me welcome you in this humble abode of mine.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Step right in, my friend.
One,
Let me welcome you in this... Can't you see we are having a seance?
three.
What are you... Ah! Police? Mr. Vanderberg has been shot!
I mean, I'm assuming
Please
he
send
called after the guy
Johannes
fled.
Vanderberg was with a guest when the killer arrived and shot him. His visitor survived and used the phone to call the police.
That's what happened. Murderer was definitely pressured. A man was forced to assassinate Vanderberg to keep his wife safe. Yeah, that's what we got from the hat. Strange Aeons Philosophical Society meeting upstairs. Nice.
As our material existence is not life, so our material destruction is not death.
Damn, bro, that's
For
deep.
this world is nothing more than just a play of lights and shadows, dwarfed to insignificance in the endless corridor of angles yielded by mirrors that reflect each other. Mangg possesses the ultimate power of transforming the world. Thus, being added to an odd number, it turns into an even. And added to an even makes it odd.
Like the number 1?
Pierre de Lalande, Repercussions and Reflections. Le Philosophe Inconu, selection of maxims and aphorisms. Your humble servant, Theurgy of Math.
Theurgy. Okay.
Stop right there. Put your hands up and don't try anything stupid.
What? Why?
You're under arrest for the murder of Johannes Vanderberg.
Wasn't me.
I didn't kill him.
We have clear evidence against you and an eyewitness report. Take him in.
Wasn't me.
Rise and shine, Detective Reed. Hope you've enjoyed your stay.
I remember you. He looks like every other black guy in this town.
Weren't you the man giving orders back at the Carpenter Manor? To what do I owe the pleasure?
You have an excellent memory, Reed. The name's Frank. Regardless, I'm here for you. Mr. Carpenter has put up your bail.
That's generous of Mr. Carpenter.
That's
but
a generous.
tell me, how
That's a
did you know I was
generous.
here?
The Carpenter family has a long and proud history of supporting the Oakmont Police Department. Let's just say they keep us in the loop.
I must confess I'm pleasantly surprised. That seems helping Mr. Carpenter was a good choice after all.
Well, you helped Mr. Carpenter, and now he returned the favor. The Carpenter family always pays its debts.
Yeah, where have I heard that before?
I didn't kill anyone. Do you have any idea what's going on?
Of course you didn't do it, Mr. Reed. The witness must be mistaken.
No, seriously. I'm innocent.
Okay, sir. Mr. Carpenter wishes to see you. I suggest you take up the matter with him yourself.
Fine. Thank you.
You better start brown-nosing Carpenter. If it were up to me, we'd have already thrown away the key.
Sir, I didn't do a thing.
Oh, really, newcomer? Shall I read your record aloud?
Go ahead. I'm a good citizen.
A good citizen with a shotgun. People like you are best kept in jail, if not the asylum.
I mean, like, in this time period, they literally sold, like, sawed-off shotguns just to protect from, like, highway robbers and stuff.
You're not so good with people, are you, officer?
Men like you are why this city is a mess. You blow off locks and break into houses to ransack them. You stroll the streets with a loaded gun, firing at innocent passers-by. And don't you dare deny it.
Sometimes you can't help it.
If I were you, I'd be careful how you speak to me. Just a few words to a few important people and you're out of a job. Keep that in mind.
I ain't impressed by your connections, Reed. Take 'em away, and you're nobody. Just remember, if it weren't for your powerful friends, you'd still be rotting in Oakmont jail.
Okay. So we're going back to Carpenter Manor. I know where that is.
Hey, knock it off.
Hey, knock it off. Why, I oughta. What does that vision even mean? What does it mean?
Hello, Mr. Carpenter.
Mr. Reed, welcome. Things are busy right now, but I hope we may soon find the time to share a conversation and some wine.
That's been a luxury lately.
Wine or time. Regardless, I won't delay you further.
I appreciate you bailing me out of jail. I was in a difficult situation.
A trifle, Charles. Though I understand you're not off the hook yet. Milton Pierce says he saw you killing Vanderberg.
I didn't kill him.
I believe you. From what I know of your character, even if you and Johannes had a falling out...
I wouldn't have done that.
Exactly. Reed, I trust you, but the police don't. If you can't find the real culprit, there's little more I can do. That being said, the Carpenter family still has its connections in the police department. Just let my taskmaster know when you have an alibi.
What do you know about Milton Pierce?
He's quite a prominent voice in political circles, though he's not afraid to play ugly. I saw his interview with the Oakmont Chronicle recently.
Do you know where I can find him?
He's somewhere in Reed Heights, but sorry, beyond that I can't be of much help.
Thanks again, Mr. Carpenter. I should be off.
Before you leave, here's a little problem solver for you. Should you run into any further difficulties, take care, Mr. Reed. I'll set aside some wine for when it's all over.
Gave me some bullets. Nothing wrong with a few bullets. Okay. Milton Pierce. He lives somewhere in Reed Heights. He's running for mayor. And he had an interview in the newspaper. And he looks like chubby Russell Crowe. So all I have to do is go to the newspaper. Look in the archives for Russell Crowe. And we'll get our man. I wonder if I've unlocked any more outfits. I don't know if it would announce it to me. I could go check. I can go back to the hotel. I can check.
Damn newcomers.
Damn newcomers. I mean, voice acting is so easy. Okay, after the flood, officials. Oh, I don't know. Reed Heights. Pierce's interview. Today, our correspondent had the chance to roam the beautiful alleyways of eastern Reed Heights, all for the sake of interviewing one of the most promising political figures in Oakmont. Pierce's property, an apartment building tucked away on Museum Avenue between Communion Road and Helog Street. Why would they put that in the paper? Is definitely a grand sight. But Mr. Pierce takes pains to assure us he's in touch with the needs of the humble man, meeting regularly with community leaders. Well, that was lucky that they put that in the paper. Communion? No. Dwight Street. So much running in this game. It's got some pretty great stamina. Okay, let me pop back to the Devil's Reef real quick. Just because our loading times are so fast. We can do it. Oh, we got Gangster. Oh, hell yeah. We're a made man now. See? Something a little different. Oh, that's... Oh, shit. Okay. Guys, just, you couldn't set up some sort of temporary bridge between that. Okay.
Extra, extra. All the news that's fit to print.
Apartment building. Okay.
This guy sure had some blood on his hands. Literally. Emptier than a banker's heart.
My fellow Oakmonters, from this day forward, a new vision will guide our city. From this day forward, it will be Oakmont first. Every decision made on trade, on fishery, on newcomers and Innsmouthers will be made to benefit the people of Oakmont. We must protect the boundaries of our city from both outsiders and the forces of nature. Let's make Oakmont great again. Okay. A note to Milton Pierce. Milton, my earnest friend, it's been a while since we last met, and I wish to remind you that my door is always open for you to pay me a visit. How about we finally hold that seance we've been talking about for so long? I expect to see you at the Crown Theater soon. Warmly yours, Johannes. So he looks like chubby Russell Crowe, but he acts like Trump.
Someone got changed here in a hurry. They definitely kept some dirty clothes here. You can see the blood splatter.
Letter from Throgmorton. Dear Mr. Pierce, despite all the differences we might have had in the past, I can't but admit that today I see you as one of the most promising candidates for mayor. Oakmont needs a strong hand, which you surely can provide. Don't expect any financial support from my side. I believe one running for mayor should possess the requisite financial means, but otherwise you will have my full assistance. Respectfully, Robert Throgmorton.
The shape is familiar. I've seen similar daggers before.
Right, he just happens to have a cult dagger on his desk. Like we all do. Letter from EOD. Mr. Pierce, on behalf of our community, I want to express a huge gratitude for everything you do for us. Very few of the stakeholders here show compassion to the Innsmouth descendants, and you are a rare exception. Please accept this dagger as a sign of our friendship, and proof that while we maintain this connection, no one from our side will dare to harm you. Yours, Anna Cavendish. Let's see what happens.
The blood was spurting out of him, Robert. Just spurting out. Oh, it's all over me.
Okay, just drinking.
Where's my Dane tie? I should have been at City Hall by now. Voters won't meet and greet themselves. Get these out of my sight, Robert. Isn't that why we have a laundry room downstairs?
Time to figure this out.
I have no... I don't know.
Get these out of my sight. Where's my Dane tie? The blood was spurting out of him, Robert. Just spurting out. Oh, it's all over me. Get these out of my sight, Robert.
No.
Isn't that why we have a laundry room downstairs?
Maybe that is the first
blood
one.
Was spurting out
Second
of him,
one.
Robert, just spurting. Get these out of my... where's my Dane tie? I should have been at City Hall by now. Voters won't meet and greet themselves.
Fuck.
The blood was spurting out of him, Robert. Get these out of my sight, Robert. Isn't that why we have a laundry room downstairs?
Milton Pierce came home covered in blood. He ordered his butler to take his clothes downstairs and went to meet voters at City Hall.
I was trying to think of who he sounded like, and then I realized he sounds like Mr. Satan from Dragon Ball Z. So he looks like chubby Russell Crowe, acts like Donald Trump, and sounds like Mr. Satan. What a character. New candidate for mayor. While Milton Pierce may not yet be fully fledged member of the Oakmont legislature, he has already proven his fitness for the role during his election campaign, not only in word but also in deed. First, Mr. Pierce has prepared and put into operation a new water supply project for Oakmont. He is also actively engaged in greening of the city, planting trees in suburban areas. And come on. Half of your city is like fucking underwater and covered in growths, and you're planting trees. You got bigger problems. And proposing new park spaces for recreation and community events. Second, his campaign promises seem to have struck a chord with the public. Most notably, Pierce has advocated for the construction of a wall around Oakmont to prevent the influx of newcomers. Is it just hyperbole, or could Pierce really do it? We'll find out if or when he wins the election. Oh my god, this is all a little on the nose, to be honest. Alright, so let's head to City Hall. I really wish there was like a... Okay, I guess it's not that far.
Extra, extra. All the news that's fit to print. Buy a paper, mister?
Mr. Satan is like my favorite character from Dragon Ball Z, though. So that's good.
Good day, Mr. Pierce. Bet you didn't expect to see me.
How are you here? You should be in jail.
I have good friends who bailed me out. I just want to talk.
Well, okay, if you wish.
Okay, well, looking at him, you know, head on, he doesn't really look like chubby Russell Crowe. It was just in that one side profile view.
Why did you claim I did it?
Excuse me? Why wouldn't I? A friend of mine was killed. Why should I let that go?
It's funny because it actually could be the voice actor for Mr. Satan. Because, you know, those guys, you know, voice actors get around. So it could be. It sounds really kind of close, just more subdued.
You saw the real killer. Tell me who it was.
Want to know what I saw? I saw a bloody newcomer rush in, murder Johannes, and stroll out like it was no big deal.
You're certain it was a newcomer. How can you be so sure?
Trust me. Oakmoners know a newcomer when they see one. We locals can tell.
You know I didn't do it.
Quite the opposite, Reed. I saw your face. Or are you going to claim it wasn't yours?
You seem like a rational man, Pierce. Can't we come to an arrangement?
Are you attempting to bribe a politician, Mr. Reed? What makes you think I'd accept such an offer?
I'm sorry. I must be thinking of a different Milton Pierce.
But let me tell you, my beloved mother is so old and so rich. I'll miss her dearly when she's gone.
Well, that's a non sequitur.
Mr. Reed, how do I put this? I find my campaign hamstrung by a distinct lack of resources.
So it's about the money after all.
I fear that all the budget pressures are affecting my cognition. If the situation were improved, perhaps I'd see things more clearly. For instance, I might suddenly realize I'd mistaken you for someone else. You could even remind me of whom.
Well, if that's what it'll take, I guess I have no choice.
Just make sure it looks natural and clean. You know the carpets there cost a fortune. Actually, take this. Comes well recommended from Professor Cavendish. Put it in her drink or something.
Your wish is my command. Anything else?
My dearest mother, Agatha, is currently at her manor. Here's the address. And Reed, don't come back here after. People shouldn't see me with you.
Oh, gosh. But I don't understand because he wants us to kill his mother because she's rich. But after the flood, right, didn't the money, the currency of Oakmont become bullets? So is she rich in bullets? Does she have like a warehouse full of bullets? Right? I mean, because that's all anybody is buying stuff with, and the trade, like, they're trading bullets for stuff. Which, it just seems insane, the whole bullet currency thing. Like, I mean, that's sort of like a post-apocalyptic kind of thing, I guess, but you're I mean, I came here by boat from the United States of America, which, you know, money is still good. I just, it's, I don't know. Northern Old Grove, Beacon Street, near Bullock Street. Oh God, it's all the way up here. That sucks. That's a hell of a run. I think we'll save that for next time. Bloody clothes in Pierce's house can be used as evidence against him. Still, I need something more to accuse him. If Milton Pierce is correct, the man who shot Vanderberg is a newcomer. I learned that he married recently and was forced to commit the crime out of fear for his family. There should be a marriage license somewhere that may help me find him. Okay, so we could go and find the real guy ourselves, instead of murdering an old woman who has a warehouse full of bullets. Okay. Well, we're at City Hall. They would have a marriage record. Would that be a legal document? I mean, that seems like a pretty broad search. Oh, it's a newcomer. Okay, well, hold on. There we go. How do you... But how do you know... So he's the only newcomer? He's the only newcomer that got married recently. I guess that's possible. I guess that could be true. Hereby certify that Glenn Gordon Byers and Evelyn Catherine Lane, residing at the Revenue House on the corner of Powder House Street and Orchard Avenue, Eastern Shells, were united in marriage in accordance with the license issued by the City of Oakmont, Massachusetts, numbered... But I mean, can they still... I mean, I don't understand how this city can, like, exist as part of the United States of America. I feel like once you change your currency to bullets, you're not a part of the United States anymore. You forfeit it. I don't know. Oh, God. I just don't get it. And it's... Is there a bullet factory on the island? Because you can just make more bullets. That's part of the thing with, like, an actual currency. Is, like, you know, it's minted and there's, like, counterfeiting measures and stuff. Like, not anybody can just make US dollars. But you could make more bullets. In fact, I've been fucking doing that the entire game. God, just doesn't make sense. And it's like... But... Even if you can make bullets, I mean, eventually you're gonna run out of gunpowder and stuff, right? I mean, where are you getting your gunpowder from? Who's making the gunpowder? You can't make... I mean, you're importing this. But you're not paying the guys making the gunpowder in the US with bullets. You have to have US currency. So who... This whole system just doesn't work. It doesn't make sense. I hate it. All right. I'm ending here. I'm ending here. My name is Mangg. Game watching has been The Sinking City. See you fine folks in the next part.